Hi, welcome to Dosage, broadcasting live. Ooh, wow. From the bustling metropolis of Clinton, New York. I am Davidson, behind the boards, and across the boards from me is...
K-Tron.
it's 10:40.
Shut up.
It's
Shut up.
10:40. And special in-studio guest.
18.
Okay, we just played...
So much for CP time.
Oh,
Wow.
so true. So true. Putting it out there. ATM has been like no holds barred this morning. Oh man, literally before his last song, he said, and we'll set the record straight. The 5 people who should be guests on Detox: Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, Game, Snoop, and maybe Jay-Z, and that's it. Which is probably something you will not hear anywhere else, except for Blue Vinyl.
I took shots at Herman Cain.
And he took shots at Herman Cain.
You're not Clarence Thomas. Like, you're not. You didn't go to Holy Cross. You're not that conservative. You're just a black guy who sells pizza who's trying to be president. You know what? Kudos to you. Nah, you're good. That's all right. But all I'm saying is don't ever use the words high-tech lynching. Don't do that.
Okay, so we were talking about the state.
No, continue.
Oh, oh.
Did we do Toastmasters? Yeah,
We did. I do want to talk about this one thing here. So we basically had, you talked about rap being a tragedy. We then talked about Creation being the epitome of said tragedy. We talked about basically her becoming maybe another Cisco. We talked about how your issues with Detox. Let's talk about something positive. What do you think is the future of the genre? Who do you think are the most promising people right now?
Future of the genre is looking real bright just because
I
don't know if people have been able to tell.
I would actually agree, because I think like a lot of people, especially where I'm from, I'm from Connecticut, and I'm an unabashed musical whore. I listen to everything of tons of genres. I'm a huge rock fan. I listen to everything, and I will tell you, as far as genres go, rap is looking really impressive right now. Because if 5 years ago somebody was to walk up to me and say the biggest rappers in 2011 are going to be a mixed race, former child actor from Jewish kid from Toronto, Canada, and Eminem's new signing is going to be a white guy from Alabama who's 6 foot tall, is a skater, and has a mullet.
What's funny about
and I would be like, no way.
That's the thing.
You're lying.
What's funny about Yellow Wolf is he's actually after his time. Like, if he got signed in 2004 when the South was like literally blowing up. Like, Houston was killing the game. Like,
Atlanta.
you had Atlanta, Houston, Mississippi just killing it. That would have made a lot more sense.
2004?
2003, 2004, when Paul Wall, Mike Jones.
No. That's what.
Slim Thug went platinum. Like, how did that
Slim
happen?
Thug went platinum?
Slim Thug went platinum.
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones, yeah.
Mike Jones.
Like, who was Mike Jones? So it's like, that would have made a lot more sense to me 7 years ago.
Yeah, same
But
here.
the fact that he's getting acclaim now is very shocking. But I mean, no, like,
I personally don't think it's that shocking. Personally, I think things I like in any genre is when somebody comes out of totally left field.
Mm-hmm.
Like Eminem when he first came out, totally out of left field. When I look at Yellow Wolf, I think it's like, not only is it unexpected, but in a crazy way, I think it's like it's about time that we had like a real country, someone from the country rap. Because if you know anything about the situation in rural America,
Big Crit. Big Crit. I
Big
mean,
Crit.
honestly, I see.
Big Crit's very formidable. And
mean,
his as a producer goes, he's insane.
Rich Boy. I think a lot of
Yeah,
them
but Rich
share,
Boy, you know.
No, but that's the thing. Like, they share a lot of the same experiences. Like, Rich Boy literally came from nothing. Like, he came from Birmingham. Mobile, Alabama. Came from one of the worst positions in the South, and like to come from where he came from, work with Polo the Don, have a hit record here and there, work with Kerry Hilson. Like, I think Yellow Wolf, yes, is a compelling story, but I think the only reason why it's different from a lot of the rappers that I've personally seen is because he is white. And that's not an issue. It's just the fact that he's obviously going to get a lot more attention because he is crazy on the mic. And he looks different, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah, he's rapping with the beats.
I love the fact that it's like, that there's a dude with a mullet with like redneck tattooed across his neck.
Like, he's definitely compelling.
Yeah. What are your thoughts about J. Cole?
J. Cole, I'm not gonna lie, like, you know, my dude Simile definitely knows for a fact that I wasn't a fan of him when he first came out, because I found it hard to believe in him achieving success in the music industry. Like, I didn't think he was going to be able to attain the fan base that he now has. I mean, even before his album dropped, I was like, I'm really concerned. Like, how many records is this guy going to sell
And then he
based
moved
on?
$250,000 first week.
Exactly. It was like, you know, is he just a mixtape rapper? Is he going to be able to put out like a quality album? And he did. And he completely exceeded my expectations, completely, went through my criticisms. Not that that means anything, but it's like, I'm very happy for him. I can't wait for his new stuff to come out. I mean, apparently, he wants to drop another album in June.
So you think, here's my hypothesis.
Yeah.
Jay-Z said that when he's thinking about Rock Nation in terms of signing people, his explicit goal is not signing people in a creation fashion for like the one hit single, you know.
Yeah.
He wants people who can have a long career.
Exactly.
So my thoughts are, if you basically get J. Cole on a big tour with this album, and I listen to the album, it's got like 2-3 hit singles on there at least.
Mm-hmm.
If you put out 2-3 hit singles with a really solid tour, you think that next album he can push, let's say, instead of 250,000, 500,000 first week, and then we say 7 years from now he's in like a Lil Wayne position where Lil Wayne didn't start off selling 1 million first week, but do you think he'll get to that stage?
It depends on the quality of his next album. I mean, he could have a sophomore slump where he's not putting out the best music possible, or he could ride the momentum and just throw out mega hits. Because I mean,
Just do an Eminem basically.
I think it's funny because even if you look at the album, yes, he has hits, but I don't think they're number one hits. And I'm not trying to knock him for anything. I mean, I love Can't Get Enough. That's a number one single in my head. Nobody's Perfect is
It's
a number one
amazing
single in
song.
my head.
Amazing.
But I feel
Bad.
as though like he could do even better, and I think that's something he should strive for. The fact that this album was so reminiscent of his mixtapes, and the fact that